So I'm going to invite you, if you're someplace where you can quickly go out and go for a brief little walk up and down your street or around the block, feel free to do that. Otherwise, just feel free to move around the room that you're in. And so I'm going to invite you to just start by just walking around as you would normally walk around. And just give yourself a moment to get comfortable with moving through your space. And just start to notice, what is the pace that you're moving at? No need to change anything, no need to adjust, no need to quote unquote correct, just noticing as we go through this. Are you moving quickly, slowly, with purpose, towards something? And where is your gaze as you're walking through this space? Are you taking in specific objects, sort of looking aimlessly? Are you noticing your feet or what's in front of you? What is your posture like? Do you feel upright and aligned? Do you feel like you're leaning forward or back at all? Is your stride wide or narrow? If you think about your body as an energetic being, there was one place in your body that you felt was pushing or pulling you forward. What part of you is that that's leading as you walk? Some of us, it might be our forehead. Maybe it's the back of our shoulders. Maybe it's your belly or pelvis. What do you notice in yourself? And as you take in all of these patterns of movement that you're embodying right now, I'm going to invite you to come to a place of stillness for just a moment. And get your feet aligned underneath your hips and your shoulders aligned over your hips in a stance that feels supported, wide enough to feel stable and to take up your full space, but not so wide that you feel like you're taking up too much space and having to stretch to extend yourself. And just notice what that feels like. Noticing the connection of your feet to the ground, the energy rising all the way up through your feet and legs, and pelvis and torso and chest and head. Helping you to feel aligned top to bottom. Noticing both the downward energy of being held by the earth and the upward energy of extending into your full length, again without stretching. And if you have trouble feeling this, maybe think about the visual of being a marionette with a string extending through the top, the the back top of your head, holding you there. Again, not stretching, just being held. You might also think about your back stretching down and your front relaxing up. And noticing again the side-to-side balance. And then taking that front to back balance. And you might rock back and forth on your feet. Noticing this central place where you feel solid and balanced and strong. And sort of orienting to that center of gravity just below your belly button. And you might even put a hand there. You can put your hand on your front and back if that's helpful. And that low belly. Noticing what it's like to make contact with that center and feel that in your body. And now, if you've had your eyes closed, I'm going to invite you to open them again and maintain that connection, that sense of connection to that center. And I'll invite you to begin to move again from that center. Let that center point pull you forward just one step. And notice what that feels like. And give yourself a moment to come back to feeling that center again if you've lost it. And take one more step from that centered place. And now give yourself just a moment or two to try to walk freely in your space, orienting to that center as the part that's leading you. And notice what you experience now as you're walking, allowing that center to lead you. What is your pace like now? What about your gait? Where is your gaze? What are you noticing? What is similar to how you were moving before, and what is different? What is similar to each of these with how you normally move through your life? How do you pursue your goals? How do you interact with others? What do you notice about the way that you move through the room from center or without being centered that feels similar to how you move through life? And I'll leave you with an invitation to maybe continue this practice as you are physically moving through your days. Notice how you're moving physically. Notice how you want to be moving energetically. Get curious about what you might need to adjust to help you meet that desire. And I'll leave you with that for today, with a thank you for your participation. And with that, we are complete.